Today's news.
I'm Cammie McCormick. President Trump has announced what he calls a Golden Dome missile defense program for the U.S., putting U.S. weapons in space for the first time.
The Golden Dome will be capable of intercepting missiles even if they are launched from other sides of the world and even if they're launched from space.
Trump says he expects it to be operational by the time he leaves office. He was on Capitol Hill earlier putting the pressure on Republicans to pass his budget plan. Torian Small reports.
President Trump called Republicans who would not vote for this bill fools, and he said that this was a huge campaign promise and it almost falls on their shoulders if this fails.
There are new guidelines for who should get COVID shots. Alexander Tin reports.
The FDA has decided to continue approving updates to the COVID vaccines this fall and winter for seniors over 65 years old and other Americans with an underlying risk factor ranging from obesity to pregnancy. But it is also stepping up its requirements for approvals of shots for the rest of Americans and will require new randomized placebo-controlled trials.
There is more severe weather in the forecast, and it's already shaping up to be the second busiest tornado season ever. Parts of Mississippi were hard hit in March and are still waiting for federal disaster assistance.
We need federal help, and we need it desperately, and we need it now.
Nearly 20 tornadoes tore through the state. The cleanup has been delayed or even halted by a lack of money. The administration has said states should take the lead, but Nicole Skanger reports that's not always possible.
FEMA is considering sort of raising the threshold for when it gets involved in helping states to recover from these sort of federally declared disasters. But what we're seeing in Mississippi, if it's any indication of what's to come, states are not ready to do this alone in the way that FEMA 2.0 might force them to.
Israel says more aid was delivered to Gaza today. The UN says none has reached Palestinians. And as Israel escalates its military operations, Britain has had enough.
We repeat our demand to massively scale up humanitarian assistance into Gaza.
Prime Minister Keir Starmer, the UK has suspended free trade talks with Israel. Actor George Wendt has died. He played Norm Peterson on the series Cheers. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name. Wendt was 76. He had a long career on Broadway and on TV, but he's best known for being Norm. He was nominated for 6 straight Emmy Awards. On Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrials finished the day 114 points lower. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dashcam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 71 degrees in Alameda, California.